Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. While the rest of the Lutyens media covers the shallow politics of who got what post in which government, the Republic Media Network is leading the people's campaign against the hashtag NEET scam. We are saying hashtag students matter, and the government must understand that students matter. Stark discrepancies have emerged in this case. The fate of over 23 lakh students, 2.3 million students is hanging in the balance. Students who have competed with all their might and their effort to get admission in around 1 lakh medical seats in one of the most difficult entrance exams in India, with an admission rate of just around 4%. The National Testing Agency, the NTA, is being arrogant. They have chosen not to respond to the genuine query of 2.3 million students. What kind of a testing agency is this? The NTA is behaving in an arrogant fashion as if it enjoys the political protection of the government. However, I believe that the matter calls for direct intervention of the Education Minister. And I say this because for all our unresolved issues in this country, we have started to depend on the judiciary on all issues. And with all the due respect to the honorable courts, to the honorable judiciary, not all matters can be dealt with only in the courts. The government has to do its job. The government has to own up to certain crises on its own accord. Not only when they get a notice from the Supreme Court. Ladies and gentlemen, the NEET scam, the NEET scam, is one of these scams, which is why I'm saying national attention needs to be on this. I have made this an interactive program. Tonight, for a second consecutive night, opening the phone calls, I'm getting students here. I'm getting for and against points of view. We're going interactive. And so what the NTA director has been saying, what the NTA Director General Subodh Kumar has been saying, what the Senior Director Sadhana Parashar, they have refused to answer the questions of these students. We will continue to ask them until we get the answers. So I asked them 5 questions today that they must answer to clarify that there were no discrepancies in the NEET scam. Question number 1. How were wrong question papers given to students in Rajasthan, Sawai Madhopur? How can wrong sets of papers be given with no clarity for the invigilators on which sets to give? How is this possible? Question number 2. How is it fair to ask students to reappear for the NEET exam in the same evening to have them redo the exam because you messed up their question papers? Do you have no empathy for the students? Is that why you think you owe no answers to them? Question number 3, why did you try and conceal the fact that grace marks were given until after the discrepancies were pointed out by the students? Question number 4, did you think that by announcing the results 10 days early on the same day as the Lok Sabha election results will give you the cover for your ad hoc grace marks policy? Which brings me to question number 5. Why were only 1,563 students, accounting for 0.06% of the total 23 lakh students who appeared for the NEET exams, given grace marks for time loss? How did you verify them? How did you quantify them? What was the exact formula for the grace marks? Viewers, while the fate of 23 lakh students hangs in the balance, after answering 180 questions, the NTA has refused to answer these 5 questions tonight. But Republic will stand with the students, as you shall see tonight, because we firmly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that students matter.